Hello, everybody. This is your stay-at-home grandma, and I'm eating dinner. Husband's upstairs eating and watching television, and I don't get much into television, so I'm downstairs in the kitchen. How is everybody? I am fine. Just wanted to give you a catch-up on. I'm doing the bathroom, so I've taken some pictures of everything, and I'm getting ready to put some of them online. I got some of it finished, and then I was out painting. Oh, by the way, this is Chinese chicken and rice with vegetables. And he had some corn. I had some corn earlier. But so I'm just doing my thing. Wondering how everybody is. This is pretty good. I had some leftover turkey chops. And then onions, peppers, leftover rice, and leftover turkey chops. Hello, Tosh. How are you? Hey, Tosh. You were saying on one of your videos, I forgot which one. What I know it's on no, I can't think of the name right now. I'm half asleep. I'm eating and half asleep. But anyway, I need some help because I'm also on Patreon, and I have to, and you probably have to message me. I'm well. You'll probably have to message me because I don't know how to I know how to put my stuff on here, but I don't know whether you do it on Patreon. And maybe that's because I haven't really read it because I've been so busy running around trying to do this bathroom. So I did the bathroom. I did the sheets out. I painted the sheets. I put kills on it because what I did was they're plastic sheets that look like they're real brick for the bathroom. I just got a peel and stick, but I'm gonna put a little bit of E6000 on the back of it. And I'm trying to go finish this bathroom except for the tub. I did the tub, but it didn't work out right. So we have to negotiate something with the company. Oh, okay. I thought that might be what it was, but I wanted to hear from somebody because I'm still learning all this. Because I'm thinking I want to do something a little bit different than what I normally do on there. I think I'm going to go. I want to do herbs. I want to do like herbal supplements and things like that. Things that people can take and people can use, because people ask me a lot of questions. And by the way, did you get your mail yet? I would think it would. Did you get your mail yet? Because I sent you my book. I want you to know that. So we're going to do herbs and oil, essential oil. See, I can't talk and eat. Okay. I can't talk and eat. I don't know whether it's my mother's voice in the back of my head going, don't talk with your mouth full. Yeah, it should be, it's up, but it's not running. It should be running in about another week or so. Now that I know how to do it. Because that was the thing. I did not know how to do it at all. And thank you. Because I support yours. I support your channel. I get all of my information from your channel. And I'm really good because I'm still new at this. Even though I've had my YouTube channel for a long time, I'm still new at this. So I'm trying to make things interesting. And, it's working. It's working. But I had fun today. I did, yesterday I did the top part of the bathroom, the sink, and I used the little things that you get, the little, what do you call them? Glass things that you get from the they're not sea glass, but you can get sea glass from the dollar store too. But I use the other ones, the round ones, to put on the top part, and then down in the bottom I'm going to put the plastic sheets that I got, and I got those to review. And when I got them, they were all in different colors, so I did them white. And now, yeah, I do. So that's why I really didn't. Yeah, it is, and really and truly, my ideas are more creative than they are fundamental. If I was counseling, it would be different. But this is all really new to me. But I like it. You know what I mean? I really, really like it because it gives me a chance to. I don't go out much anymore, and that's by choice. You know, I go to church, I go to shopping. Movies never really excited me, you know, things like that. We go out to eat maybe once every month, but I like home, and this is what I like. And because I spent so much time away from home, working and going to school and working and going to school. In fact, I'm getting ready to go back to school, and I'm taking some art classes because the military will pay for it. So yeah, home is safe. It is safe. But for me, because of some of the disabilities that I have encountered because of the stroke, like balance and things like that, although I go and I get, well, I haven't been for a while, so I'm going to go back because I got to go to the doctor's Tuesday. I'm going to get take some yoga and things like that. But home is safe for me because I was never really home. I had a home. It was a beautiful home, but I was never here, because I was always at work, or I was always at church, or I was always at a meeting or something. So when I retired, and I say this all the time, and people think I'm kidding, but when I retired, I said 3 things I'm going to do. Number 1, I'm going to stay home as much as possible. Number 2, I'm not putting on any makeup unless I have to, which is lipstick when I go to church. And number 3, I'm cooking. I'm just cooking. And I'm enjoying every bit of it, Tasha. I really am. You know, because like I said, at 70 years old, you got to draw the line somewhere. Well, you know what I mean? I mean, it's a new life for me. It's a new life for me. I was out in the world. I was you know, one of the ministers in my church. I was, you know, and on city council for a couple of years, you know. I mean, I did what I had to do. I fed the homeless. I don't belong to the food bank anymore because I'm in a new church. So because I left my church, because I did not want to stay there and with the new pastor, because I like him, don't get me wrong, but when you're a pastor and then somebody pastors to take over when you retire, they don't ever go to him, they come to you. And I felt like I had to leave. So I left and I went to another church for a little while, and we had the food bank there, and I didn't like the church. Okay, let me just put it like that. I liked the church. I didn't like the people. Let me say that. All right, and some of the people I like, some of the people I didn't like. So not to talk about people at all, because that's not my thing. I went to another church. So I'm new at the church, and the minister's been sick. So because of that, I have not yet done the food bank. And what I'm going to actually do is show them how to do the food bank, because most of those people in there are as old as I am, if not older. Show them how to do the food bank. I probably will do the USDA food for them, because that comes once a month, and they'll deliver it either here or to the church. But other than that, I had been in the food bank for over 20 years, and I've fed so many people and stuff like that. I'm sorry that I don't have it for them, but they have other means. Yeah, and it is my time, and I have to create my own schedule, and I am. And the thing is, I get up. Now, I listened to you the day before yesterday, Tosh, and you made me aware of some things I was not doing, and that was that you spend 2 hours a day on the internet, and I need to spend 2 hours a day on the internet doing certain things that I plan out. So I got a book. Matter of fact, let me get it. I got this book, so I'm going to schedule my time. I've got some other books as well, because, of course, I review. So I get a whole bunch of different things. And so I've got a couple of good books. So I'm going to put all my scheduled time in there, and I'm going to start making a little bit more time to create on YouTube. So, but I mean, I like it. So, I mean, that's what it is. I'm going to try this again. If I choke, I don't know. Mm-hmm. Exactly. So I have to make a schedule. I have to schedule down for my reviews, which are Tuesdays and Thursdays. If I come on with a review, it's because it was either something that somebody sent to me or I just got to overload with them. But I'm going to try very hard to do them on Tuesdays and Thursdays. With them, sometimes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Sometimes we have a food post. My food post came from the fact that, see, I can't talk to you. I don't know how people do it. I will never be a good um mukbang person. Not at all. Okay. And like I said, I don't know whether it's my mother going, don't talk with food in your mouth, or it's just me. I've tried it. I have tried. But, and I take small bites of food too. But something about, well, I do know that forever, since I was a child, I had an esophageal problem, which was that I could only I watch people take pills and take a handful of pills and swallow them. If I did that, I'd choke. Hmm. But the thing is, and that's the thing, I can take 2 pills. That's about it. But I can't take 4 or 5. And it's always been that way. And I could only take really small bites of food. I can't drink fast. I could never drink fast because I would start choking. I would choke on air. I would choke on air. And my mother took me to the doctors because my mother did everything that she do. She was a nurse. So, and it was funny because, oh yeah, as a kid. Yes, I did. Several times. And my mother took me to the doctors. I must have been about, when she really noticed it really, really bad, I must have been about 9 or 10. And she took me to the doctors to find out that my esophagus is small. Okay. And it's never actually grown its full potential. I don't know what that means, but you know, my anatomy and physiology is way off the kilters now. But so but it's normal, but it's not big. Like some people's are really, really big. Mine is not. So, I would choke. I could just breathe in air and choke. So I've always been that person that would always choke. So I have to be very, very careful. So, I mean, everybody has something, and I just live with it. I take life like one day at a time and thank God for every day and keep moving. Okay. If my knees hurt and stuff like that from the arthritis, I just give it up and get up and do what I got to do. Yeah, she did find out very well. She was a nurse, so she was very aware of us. I mean, she was a nurse. She was an LPN, and then she became an RN. She was actually a midwife, but she was very aware of us, all the boys and me. Because the boys were actually her nephews that she brought from the Cape to Boston into the city to go to school. So they all lived with me because I had no brothers and sisters that I know of anyway. If one turns up now, who knows? I'm going to keep on pushing. She was. Every mother, my father died when I was 8. And she lost her mother very young. So, you know, she tried very hard to be the best mother that she could be. One of the things that I learned about motherhood is that the kids don't come with any instructions whatsoever. You get instructions how to feed them. You get instructions how to change them. You get instructions how to put the crib together or the bassinet. You get even instructions how to potty train them. But no instructions are really out there for you to take care of them. So you make a lot of mistakes. So I listen to a lot of people when they talk about their mothers. And I also say, unless your mother was a very horrible person, didn't feed you, didn't clothe, didn't do anything for you, and left you all by yourself to raise yourself, okay, be lucky that you had a mother. And if your father was living, or your father even wasn't living with you, if he was living and he interacted with you in your life, then be lucky that you had, and happy that you had a father. Because there's nothing worse than having your father die at 8 years old. I would have rather have them be separated or whatever, him living in one place, her living in another place, which I don't ever think that would happen. But that's my mind. And know that he's out there somewhere and I can talk to him, you know, and whatever. Because a lot of times, and I feel bad for a lot of these kids who don't know who their father is. I mean, my granddaughter right now, my great-granddaughter, Angel, you know. It is. And for him to die at home, I saw him die. I'm through with it. I mean, what I no. Let me rephrase that. I've accepted it. I went to counseling. I accepted it. That's one of the reasons why I was a counselor. You ever have water and it's so good? This water is so good. I have a pitcher with a filter. In fact, I have two of them. I got one for my granddaughter, and I'm loving it. I am strong-willed, but I've always been that way. My mother said at about 4 or 5 months old, I just pulled myself up in the crib. I'm like, really? She said, yeah, she had a picture of it. I love the filtered water too. I buy bottled water, and I have a filter on my faucet. If you can see my faucet behind there, it has a filter on it. But this water is good. And I'm not a fan of water, but I have to drink it. And I won't put like things in it to make it, you know, whatever. No, it's another one like Brita, but not Brita. You know, but and the picture is not Brita either. I don't know what it is, but it's good though. I like it. I like my. It's good. And for me to say that, like I said, it has to be good. So what are you doing, Tosh? You cooking or anything today? I want. And you're not cooking anything, huh? I tell you what. I want this spaghetti recipe. Okay? And I'll share some recipes with you if you want. But that spaghetti looks so good. Do you make your sauce? I don't always make it. I'm actually going to try to, in the fall, do some canning. So, I like spaghetti. I'm one of those girls that I love spaghetti. And I wanted to reach through YouTube and get a plate with you. And it was like, it just looked so good. My mother made The best meatball. Oh my God. I make good ones, but yeah, I like to cook. I really, really do. I really should have. I should have rethought. And they used to tease me at the college because they had a culinary in the college as well. And they used to tease me when I was teaching because I taught part-time there for years. And and they said, why don't you go to culinary school when you retire, right? And I said, well, if you're going to do it online, I'll do it, but I'm not coming out unless I have to. And they thought I was kidding. So, yeah, but that spaghetti looks so good. Oh my God. I was like, I have to have it. So what it made me do was not that day because I had already had that and cleared it and I had everything out. The next day, I fixed spaghetti. And I forgot to put it on the, oh, I know why, because I had company. That's why. You know, I know you will grab them. We will grab them. I mean, put a little bit of hot pepper flakes in that spaghetti sauce, and I'm through. I am through. But I love, and I do make my spaghetti sauce, so yeah, I will. Um, mm-hmm. To me, those hot pepper flakes make a difference. And the thing is, when I was younger, when I was a kid, my mother used to make in the I got one right over there. She used to stomp down the peppers, the fresh peppers, and dry them. But she didn't take the seeds out because the seeds are the hard part of the pepper. And I used to eat them, just, you know, and she put those pepper flakes in that spaghetti sauce. So I didn't can last year. So I hope to be able, I got my cans, I just need to get some stuff to can. I'm not doing real good with this garden this year. Our weather has not been, I don't want to say it's been bad. It's been raining every day. That's why I live out there because I got those things out there drying. But I'm hoping that I can start a little fall garden and put some things out. I have a thing I'm gonna put up on the wall over here. I'll show you later. And it's one of those things that hang. Oh yeah, listen. My grandchildren get upset when they come if they can't do a video. So I have to find things for them to do. Okay? And Angel, the oldest one, she's gonna be a weather girl because she looks up the weather on her phone. She'll call me and tell me what the weather is gonna be. She told me that we're gonna have rain for 2 weeks, and she was right. So I especially want to like almost write and tell them, you need a kid weather girl, okay? Because this girl is something else. Ari is going to kindergarten this year in September. And me and her mother, we're just going to have to hold it together because I think we're both going to cry because they'll still be here, but it's not the same. You know what I mean? Because like she just grew up right before they all did, but she's like the last of the great-grandchildren until somebody else comes along. And then I'm hoping that none of them do that real soon because they're too young. But she's amazing. She really, really is. I mean, she has some speech problems, and she's been going to speech therapy and stuff like that. So it's getting better. And I'm sure that you can kind of tell because you listen to her all the time and stuff like that. But she's She tickles me. And she has such insight to be so young. So I want to know what this, I want to see what this is like. I'm going to school with her mother when she takes them, because I don't know. No, I don't. No, I don't. I watch some of the gardeners, but no. My garden came, like, it's dark now, but I have to take my phone. I really know how to use it now to take pictures and everything. My garden was out in the back, way out in the back, and I moved it up on the deck. So I have like 2 metal frames up on the deck, like, where I can put my little plants and things like that. But I can't, I can walk down the stairs and I can go in the shed, but I can't get down on my knees to plant anything anymore. So he was thinking, well, maybe I'll raise the things so you can have raised beds. And I said, no, I'll just have a few things out there. So I would have tomatoes and a few other things and stuff like that. But it's not been a good summer to plant anything. And it rains so much that it kills the roots. So I have a few things growing inside. I have some onions and things like that growing inside, and herbs and stuff. So like I said, I got this bag. It's a bag, but it hangs on the wall. So he's going to put it on the wall, but we're going to have my kitchen painted again because it hasn't been painted in about 5 years. So it's time for everything to be repainted again. And I can't do it. I'd love to do it, believe me, but I just can't. You know what I mean? I think that would be too much for me, but we'll see. Well, see, that's the thing. You ever notice how when you think of something and you think of it wrong, it doesn't come out right? I hope I'm saying that right. All right. You have to switch your thinking around, and you have to start with little plants, and you have to say to yourself, you're going to grow because I'm going to help you. Okay. And just like plants are like children. Okay. You've got to give them love. You've got to give them nurturing, and you've got to give them, I don't sing to my plants because I can't sing anymore, but I talk to my plants. Yeah, they need positive reinforcement like everything else in the world. Animals need positive reinforcement. I mean, that's one of the reasons why the Native Americans pray, because they're thanking the animal for dying for their, dying for their food. You know what I mean? So, and a lot of people are vegetarians, and they say, well, you shouldn't kill an animal and stuff like that. I don't feel that way. Okay. Because I don't kill animals because I don't fish anymore. You know what I mean? And my husband does the hunting and the fishing. I don't. But I don't feel that way. I feel like whatever it is that you want to be. Okay. I'll accept you for whatever you are. Okay. But don't try to dissuade me into it. Because my son's a vegetarian. He became a vegetarian. He's been a vegetarian for like 2 years now. And I have a spiritual daughter that's a vegetarian, and we get along fine. As long as she doesn't, and I eat meat. And I know that if nobody ate meat, the animals would overpopulate the planet. So getting back to plants, you have to give them positive reinforcement. You have to tell. If you have to tell your plant I love you, then tell your plant I love you. Oh yeah. Yeah, see, and that's the thing. If you want to join Peter, that's cool. My son and I never, out of the blue one day, he called me up, and my son is 45, 46 years old, 47, I don't know. I lost track after 40. I know it's going to be 50. Well, his sister's 51, so it's going to be 50 in 2 years. So there's 3 years difference between them. So my son called and said to me, I got something to tell you. And I said, what's wrong? He said, well, I'm going to be a vegetarian. I'm slowly stopping eating meat. And I'm like, yeah. He said, well, I just wanted to tell you that. And I said, well, you're the one that always used to like the Thanksgivings and the Christmas dinners and all that. I just don't, as long as you don't try to make me a vegetarian, we'll be cool. And he's like, oh, Mom, you know I would never do that. And I said, I know that, but I had to say it. But if you like hot wings, okay, I don't think that, see, this is the thing. This is really the thing. Here's the thing that really gets me. I'm looking at the Republicans and the Democrats. Okay, this is a good example. They're fighting each other, okay? All right, instead of, if you're a Republican, be a Republican. If you're a Democrat, be a Democrat. I happen to be an independent voter. So at that particular time, I vote for who I like. Okay? It's the same with anything else. Just because you don't eat meat and you're fighting for animal rights, okay? And that's the other thing that really, they'll fight for animal rights, but they will not fight for people rights. And see, no PETA person, okay, will ever walk up to me and say, you shouldn't do that, because I'm saying you're fighting for the wrong thing. Okay. Yes, I believe that animals should not be mistreated. They shouldn't be hurt or anything like that. But respect me first of all, and then march for something that's really, really good, like people dying, people starving. You know what I mean? This whole animal thing this makes me crazy. I love animals. I don't have any animals anymore because one of my granddaughters is very allergic, number one. And number two, I'm not taking care of another living thing if I don't have to. Okay? And I totally feel like, okay, we had gerbils, we had hamsters, we had guinea pigs, we had dogs, we had cats, we had frogs, we had everything. Okay? My house was called the Web City Zoo, okay, because they would bring things home. My daughter would bring home broken wings and things like that and put them back together and send them on flight. Fine, I'm not taking care of another animal if I don't have to, okay? But I'm saying, okay, what right does somebody that does not pay your bills, that does not know you have to come up and say to you, don't eat any meat, join PETA? No, okay, then I might as well be a Russian, okay? I don't even think they're that bad. Yeah, and see, I'm not the one. I'm not the one. They can Tosh. I'm pretty well mild-mannered. You know that from watching me. And I know you know human nature, okay? I'm pretty well mild-mannered. I will not hurt anybody. I will not get into anybody's business. I will not talk about anybody, okay? So the things that I like is that you don't get into my business and you don't talk to me any old kind of way. When you step out of that comfort zone, okay, and you come over into my comfort zone and then try to tell me what to do, it's on like Donkey Kong, like my granddaughter says, because I will not tolerate it. I won't tolerate it, not one bit. Okay, and I've always been that way. It wasn't anything that I acquired over the years. I've been that way since I was about 12. Okay, because my mother was different. Okay, because my food was different. My father was black. He came from Mississippi, but my mother was Portuguese. Okay, she was actually born in Connecticut. Her father was actually from Portugal. But, so my mother and her family actually raised me. Okay, to make the story short, I got picked on. Okay, and I never really wanted to fight. All I wanted to do was go to school and learn. I loved learning. All I wanted to do was play my music. Okay, all I wanted to do was do my art, and kids were just, oh my God. And it was mostly our kids. Okay. And that's a whole other story. But anyway, and so I had to learn how to defend myself. So about 12 or 13 years old, I said, okay, this is going to stop right now. Okay. And I would tell them, if you want to fight me, fight me. But if I kick the shit out of you, okay, don't come crying to your mama. Okay. Because you're the one that started it. I'm telling you. Okay. And one girl challenged me to that. And I beat the fudge out of her, okay? Okay, in fact, I snapped her tooth. And she had a big black eye, okay? But nobody bothered me after that. Nobody bothered me after that. And her mother had the nerve to come to the house, and I said, look, I told her, I said, leave me alone. She kept bothering me. And it was over some dumb boy that I didn't even like. But he happened to like me. So what? You know what I mean? You get a lot of boys that and they're not going to like you, or where they like somebody else, but she's just going to beat me up and everything like that. And I said, not in this life, maybe the next one. How stupid could somebody be? I grew up in a house with 4 boys. 4 boys. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. The, I have a granddaughter. Oh, you know that. But the middle one is in high school now. She's going into the second year of high school. Um, she decided that she wants to wear her hair natural. And it's true. Um, one of the girls told her, well, I don't know why you would do that because your hair's so pretty when it's straight. And my granddaughter said to her, look, you don't have to get up at 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning before you go to school to come and everything like that. So I decided to wear it natural. I'll get it done when we're going someplace or something like that. And the girl said, well, I was just telling you that because I don't want you to look like a fool. She said, no, the only fool is you for getting in my business. She's a very quiet one, but she's like me. Don't get in my business. So, I mean, people, and you know it, people jump off the cuff with stupid stuff that they say to you. And you're like, you don't pay my bills. You do not sleep with me. You do not pay any of my bills. You don't buy any of my groceries. Okay? So why do I have to listen to you? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And when I was a counselor, I swear, and I don't swear very often, but I swear, I used to want to beat the shit out of some of those parents for some of the things that they did to their kids. And I'm not talking about spanking or anything like that. I'm just talking about some of the things that they just would do to their kids. Unbelievable. And then wonder why they're that way. I don't know how you act that way. Well, little Jimmy tells me you don't come home. You go to work and then go party out after work. I leave him by himself, and really and truly, I might have to report you because he's only 8 or 9 years old. He's not supposed to be home alone. I'm just saying. So I don't know, Tosh. I have a lot of family in California. By the way, do you know any pangolinos in California? I'm just wondering because I have some. I know you have to bite your tongue. I know you have to bite. But see, I don't bite my tongue anymore because I'm too old to bite my tongue. I'm too old to just cower. Okay, I would because I was a counselor. I didn't have to bite my tongue. Oh, pangolinos. I wanted to know if you knew any pangolinos or Hodges in California. I have some cousins out there. I have a cousin in Las Vegas, and she's trying to get me to come out to Las Vegas, and then we're going to go to California so I can see all my cousins and stuff. But my doctor tells me that I can't travel for any more than 6 hours because of my legs. They swell, my feet swell, and everything like that. I mean, when you have a stroke, it just does something to your whole body. And I'm not claiming it, but I still have to be careful. So I don't know what I'm going to do about that. The year before, no, 2 years before I had the stroke, I went to the Grand Canyon. I might though. I mean, if I can convince my doctor and we can figure out how to hook up some things. Yeah, it would. And I have like a lot of cousins in California, and they're all, teachers and stuff like that. So they're a lot of fun, you know. And my cousin that lives in Las Vegas, she stays at home with her grandchildren and takes care of her grandchildren. So I think she's still up here somewhere, but because her daughter just had a baby. Well, Tosh, okay, all right. You never know. You never know. Because I've been thinking about going for a long time, at least making a couple more pilgrimages before I get too old to really go anywhere, you know. So, but I'm gonna leave now. Yes, I want to do a collab video with you. What do you want to do? Yes, that would be fun. You want to do it in September? Because August for me is kind of crazy because the kids will be here until the 27th of August, and they all go back to school. So each one of them I take shopping, school shopping, and then we go out to dinner, and we have a little date before this. So it's going to be 2 weeks of me getting, and now I got 4 of them to take. Well, that might not be till next year. Because I'm not saying that, but I don't go anywhere after September because then the holidays start coming in. You know, it's a mad world in this house. It's a mad, mad world in this house. Okay? You would think that somebody died and made me Santa Claus, the Tooth Fairy, the godfather of Thanksgiving, or the godmother of Thanksgiving. I don't celebrate Halloween, not for religious reasons, but just because I just don't, okay? But the kids do. But I don't give out any candy. See, that's another thing. I don't give out any candy or anything like that anymore because I don't have any kids living here. So that's just one thing I don't do. So, like I said, you know, it just becomes it becomes horrendous from September to December. And then after January, when January 1st comes, I lay down and I just go, because it's not so bad. But all right, if I come to California, you know, probably next year, God willing, in the spring, because I hear it's hot out there too. And I was in Vegas, and like I said, during the hot season. Yeah. Yeah, I will have some Patreon questions, but I think I got it. You know what I mean? And I like asking somebody that's doing it rather than ask the Patreon people because I'm sure that they tell you different things, but I just would rather, I'm sure that they tell you different things, but I just would rather talk to somebody that's already on Patreon that I know that can tell me the ways to walk through and do different things. You know what I mean? So I will email you and we will talk soon. So anyway, I love you all. I'm going to go clean up my kitchen now and make some iced coffee. Yes, iced coffee. Love you too. Love you so much. I really do, Tasha. And I thank you so much for being my friend. Okay. I'll take care and everybody. God bless. Bye-bye. Listen, I've been having iced coffee. This company, I got to tell you this and then we'll go. This company sent me all this different coffee. Bought a case of coffee, 6 different coffees, and each one of them is better than the other one. Okay, and I can't even tell you what the name of it is right now because the coffee maker's over there. But each one of them is better than the other one, and I'm loving their coffee. Okay, in fact, I'll send you a couple of little. If you have one of those little Keurigs, mine's I don't know what that is, Hamilton Beach, but you know where you can make the coffee. I will send you a few, okay? Because I'm telling you, okay? I thought Starbucks was good, and yes, I'm a Starbucks baby, okay? When Starbucks first came and I had a cup of their coffee, I've been hooked. I never really liked Dunkin' Donuts, okay? But now, okay, I don't even want Dunkin' Donuts. I love Starbucks still, but this coffee that I got, one is better than the other one. You know, there's caramel, there's chocolate, and I'm just loving it. So good night. Tosh, thank you so much for hanging in there with me. And I will talk to you soon. Okay, everybody. Good night. Good night. God bless.